Welcome into this first period action between the Kings Park Commack freshman team and the East Islip Hockey Club. East Islip standing at 17-1. The Kings Park Commack Knights standing in second place in the league at 16-3-0. Puck's up in against the boards. Right now, ricochets all the way to the other side. Step against on the other end. Here comes EI. Puck loose. And walking in, shot on goal. Shade there with the glove of Christopher Guarnieri. Now puck's up against the board. Now here we go the other way, racing after it, chasing it down. East Islip. Push to the other end, controlled by EI. Head up, passes across ahead. Now off the board into EI zone. Kelly chasing after and won't get it. Pass up ahead there, off the board. Now controlled into the neutral zone. Here comes Faller, racing in, shot. Punched away there by Guarnieri. Racing in again, an EI player shoves it towards Guarnieri, but he's able to control it with the glove. Now puck in the neutral zone. Shot on goal right there by Peliota. Can't get a good shot. Now puck in the neutral zone, controlled. Munch has it. Bringing his way across the left side. Has it poked behind him. Now Peliota with it. Pass it all the way across the ice. Shot on goal. Knocked away. That was shot by Pugh. Now here comes bringing it up Connors. Connors just flicks it ahead. Karams off the back wall. Now fighting with it back up top. Now push forward ahead. Karams behind the goal yet again. EI trying to get it in front. One-timer. Guarnieri right there anticipating it. Pugh tied up on the boards. Gives it to Manchester. Pokes it up ahead. Now here comes Munch racing. Has one player to beat. Can't get it past them. Now passed up ahead. Faller. Shot on goal. Guarnieri stands up to block it. Second chance opportunity off the rebound. No good. Here comes Munch up it. Dumps it off behind him. It's Peliota. Peliota wrapping around. Tries to get it. No. Loses it. Far side board. It's going to be a battle. Here come the Knights. Just pushed on ahead by Kevin Schwartz. Passes it, cross, trying to get it to Walsh. Walsh now one-timer, not a good shot right there off the wall. Completely misses. Shot on goal. Guarnieri doesn't even attempt to block it, goes wide. Now here comes Catazone up the right side. Has it stolen away there by Clark. Clark passes it up ahead. And Catazone trying to shoot it the other way, but gets stuck on the body of Walsh, who passes it up ahead to a teammate. His way up the left wing. Trying to wrap around, push back out to the outside. Now pass to the center. Ooh. Clark just shoves it across the board. Karams all the way around. Now Walsh has it, trying to get it to a teammate. Now here comes Catazone racing up the left wing. Shot on goal off the body of Lemire. Now puck stuck behind the net, finally gets away. KPC has it. Catazone trying to shove it in on net, can't do it. Still with the Knights, hard hit on the board. Lochinger eating that one. Costanzo tries to push it ahead. Can't do it. Catazone pass it across. Shot over the head of the goalie. Right in front. Shot. Blocked again. Rebound. KPC will take it back out around. Waterman dumps it back off to Costanzo. Shot on goal. Goes wide. Back out up top. EI can't get it out of their own zone. Now Waterman working in a way. Shoots it. It's cut up on the skates of an EI player. And the scrum in the middle, they'll shoot it to the other end. 10 minutes left to go. That's going to be icing. Ref looking to the side. Waiting for a signal, waiting. The goalie has a problem with the ice out there. Ref trying to fix it. Go back to the face-off circle. Finally put back in play. Quick shot by Munch. Kicked away there. Munch, fake shots. Now Deeks left, working his way towards into the net. Quick shot there by Wimmer. Can't get a good shot off, though. Blocked there. KPC controlling the punch. Now here's Muck trying to pass it up to McKenna. McKenna gets hit there by Lazzarino, and Lazzarino gets shoved and looks back at Wimmer. Wimmer trying to skate up, and the puck is just punched into the bench of the Knights by a fellow teammate there. That was Lowen Gikas, who just shot it right in his teammates on the bench. I'm sure they didn't appreciate that. But they'll just laugh it off. Go back to the face-off circle. Oh, huge collision between Munch and a faller on the far side. Now puck goes into the neutral zone. Now Catazone racing up the right wing, loses it. Racing after it, Barbarito. And a huge puck. Now both teams playing a little physical, getting a little chippy. Checking has been a little bit more intense. Now puck stuck up against the board, coming away with it, Haynes. Chased by Pugh, knocked away by Catazone. Now Haynes brings it up, trying to pass it all the way over to Camastro. One more. Now we're going to get a whistle with the tie-up on the board. Puck now behind the net. EI trying to make their way in, but again, trapped there by KPC goalie Christopher Guarnieri. Loose puck out there, up top towards EI. Trying to mark his way in there was Costanzo. Now the puck roll all the way to EI's end, and that'll be icing. Not icing, but trapped. The goalie's glove, 8:15 left to go. Slapped away there by Cohen. Cohen trying to get it on net, can't do it. So he got caught up on the boards. Now here comes EI. Connors bounces off his stick. He's racing after it, reaches for it, can't get to it in time though. Knocked away by KPC, but still controlled by EI on their own end. One-time shot there by Haynes as it hits off the post. Going on there for defense. Schwartz pushes it up ahead and it'll roll all the way to the other end. Kelly going to green it for EI as he gets tied up on the boards. Now here comes Connors, working up the right wing, works his way back into the center, has it poked away there. Haynes skating in front of the net, has it knocked away. Good defense there by Catazone. Now Haynes working his way back in, shot, goes wide, good shot there by Haynes as it bounces in front of the crease, now tied up on the other end. Catazone tied up with Connors. Now Connors trying to work his way into the net. Now just shot out of the defensive zone there by Ryan Shetter. Now pass up to Blashchuk, too far ahead from him, and that's going to be icing. We're going to go back to EI's end. Puck gets the ice, ricochets back behind the net. Caught up on the boards. EI comes up, racing the other way. Puck tied up there. Trying to find something to do with it. Finally pushes it up ahead. Now puck rolls behind the net in front of the goal. Poked away there. In net, Ryan Roscher for EI, and in the net for KPC, Christopher Guarnieri. Shot on goal goes wide. Now tied up. 5.5 minutes left to go here in the first. Kearney racing over it, gets it up on the board, far side near the Knights bench. Now he pushes it ahead, going to control it. Munch. Had one penalty in this game up to this point as well. Christopher Pugh, number 72, was in for a roughing at the 8:41 mark. Now 5 minutes left to go, working their way in. EI trying to get something going. Can't get a good shot. Now it's still tied up. Finally goes to the board. Pushing it around was Jekus. Now Kelly tries to knife it towards the net. Controlled in front. Haynes tried to push it in there. Couldn't find a teammate, clearly. Now Kelly has it. Wrister in the net. Now bouncing out around. And EI puts one in off the stick of Evan Connors. They lead it 1-0 here in the first. Assisted there by Jordan Haynes and Kai Kelly. Rebound there for Evan Connors, was able to get a good goal as he pushes it all the way to the other side. The puck bounces right into the glove of Guarnieri. .424 left to go in this first period. Shot on goal by Kelly. Ricochets back out to Connors, who fires it towards Guarnieri. Kicks it away, and the puck will roll all the way to the other end. We'll get the whistle and icing. tough matchup for these two teams. Played one time before earlier in the season in November 8. We're going to go quickly back to the face-off circle. Whip blows the whistle. 1 minute, 12 seconds left to play. Puck touches down. Off-balance shot there by Kai Kelly. Now here comes McKenna up the left wing. Pushes it ahead, and it ricochets all the way behind the net. And Manchester shoving from behind. Now controlling it, Haynes. Push it up to Connors. Connors racing to it. Schwartz in his way. Now going over there with the puck. Trying to get it. Fowler, he puts it on net. But then Guarnieri slides over to stop it from going in. .343 left to go. Back to the face-off circle, loose. Controlled by KCP, trying to get it out. They do off the ricochet off the board. Racing for it, Pugh, he gets it. Working his way in, falls down though. Tough play there. Ricochets towards Munch, he'll get it. Working his way into the net. Quick shot on the goal, bounces up in front of the net. Loose puck poked away there, out from the front. And able to keep it alive, KCP. Now Munch has it again. Looks inside. Tries to circle back around. He gets shoved from behind, and that's going to draw a penalty. Miles Mazzarone shoved him, Munch from behind. It's going to be a whistle. Puck ricochets near side, now racing. Kearney has it knocked away from him as he's racing up. Now puts it on the net, saved there by Guarnieri. Now working their way in, shot on goal, kicked away. Shot on goal. KPC comes back from behind and ties this game at 1 on the power play. Puck gets away from Catazone right there. Again, knotted up, 1-1. 1-1. KPC able to respond. EI scored first. Goal scored by Anthony Catazone there, assisted by Cohen Gikas. Puck tied up on the boards, counting away with it was EI. Quick shot by Catazone, ricocheted, controlled by EI. Now, here comes Haynes up the ice, trying to use a burst of speed. Now working his way in, backhanded shot off the post. Right there by Blaschuk. Couldn't connect. Paleota up the ice, circles back around. Jams it off to Costanza. Now working his way with the puck. McKenna. And now Manchester gives it back up to the top. Shot. Right there, working his way in towards was McKenna. Couldn't deflect it in, though. Under a minute left to go. and go back to KPC's side for the face-off. 2-minute power play for East Islip. Straub racing after it, loses it on his feet, and then racing towards it, Shetter. Shetter racing his way up the ice, has it knocked away. Cohen racing after it. But Rosher gets to it and gives it to a teammate. Straub racing past the blue line, gives it up ahead. Now it's Kearney. Now Straub has it yet again, passes it all the way across the ice. Working his way, Kearney tries to get it in front. Munch deflects it, though, as it ricochets back towards the Knights. Here comes Connors up the ice. Kearney in the center, gets it to him. Kearney shot, and it goes through the legs of Guarnieri with 7.5 seconds left to go, and EI takes the lead. Two to 1 now, EI leads. Evan Connors passing it up to Kyle Kearney, who snuck it through the legs of Christopher Guarnieri for the second goal of the game for EIs. They take a 2-1 lead. Pugh fires it off a player, and that'll do it for the first period of play. 3 combined goals between each team. East Islip takes the 2-1 lead into the second period. But don't go anywhere. You're listening to Suffolk County High School Hockey League action here on the Long Island Sports Network. We'll be right back. Well, the horn has sounded, and East Islip got the last goal off the stick of Kyle Kearney. Excuse me, the assist was by Liam Lazzarino, number 89. And KPC playing their final game of the regular season before heading into the playoffs. Trying to move, well, they wouldn't move up a spot on East Islip. East Islip 17-1, has 1 loss on the year. But that 1 loss did come to KPC earlier in the season. Go back to center ice for the face-off. Get underway, racing in towards the net. Pass back to Kearney. Kearney, soft tapper in towards now controlling it, Rochinger trying to weave his way in through the EI defense, being hounded, poked away, and finally out in the neutral zone. Excuse me, that's Wimmer. Wimmer now racing up the left wing, has it stolen, has it picked. And up ahead, Steen had it knocked away. Now here comes Kearney up the left wing, he'll just shoot it up ahead. But East Islip has 1 more matchup after this on March 19th against PatMed. The puck gets right in front of Guarnieri, but there to intercept it was Wimmer. Wimmer up ahead to Catazone. Catazone balances on his leg, fires it through the legs of Lemaire, but ricochets off his stick, so the shot goes wide. Working his way in, dumps it off behind him, behind the back pass. Now Waterman with a quick wrist shot towards the goal. The puck was loose, but they're going to call the whistle as Rosher tried to jump on it. So this is the second to last game for EI. Again, these teams have met one time before, and excuse me, EI won that one matchup 5-3 on November 8th. The one loss did not come to KPC. Shot on goal towards the net. Off Rosher. Ricochets out in front of them. EI there for the rebound. Pushes it up ahead. Now here comes Connor skating up the left wing, using speed. Now stops, pauses, looks ahead, trying to get it up there to Mazzarone. Can't do it though. Now puck trying to get it in front there. Guarnieri, they can't get the shot on goal. Now Ricochets back it up top to Lazzarino. Now on the breakaway. Here comes Manchester. Shot! Kicked away there by Rosher. Good save there by the EI goalie. Puck now goes into the neutral zone. And a big shove by Yoda. Now shot on goal. Off the shoulder of Guarnieri and in. Jordan Haynes with the shot and the score for EI. Now they lead 3-1 as they're pouring on the offense. 2 unanswered goals. Back to the face-off circle. Pugh racing for it off the face-off. Can't get to it. Was controlled there instead by Walsh. Now Walsh bringing it up the left side to it. And now just bodied on the board. Now the puck skips away. And now EI racing the other way. Straub. Pass it up to DeFalco, who gets crushed by 2 Knights defenders on the board. Now Walsh trying to get the one-timer. But a soft shot. Now Barbarito chasing after it. Process it across the ice to Lemaire. Lemaire eyes up. Fires it into the Knights zone. Now here's Walsh with it. Racing right. Dumps it off in front of the net. Guarnieri. Shot on Guarnieri. Ricochets to his right. Guarnieri races over and pokes it away. Now here comes Munch racing up the other end. Brings it up the right side. Shot on goal. Snagged with the glove. No Rosher. .43 left to go here in the second. East Islip leads 3-1. Robert Wimmer stands in the face-off circle, racing face Blaschuk. EI trying to get out of the zone. Walsh pokes it up ahead. Now slapped the other way. Now here comes Gikas in the neutral zone racing up, and he'll fire it towards the other end. It'll ricochet around the board. Now going to control it was Wimmer, dumps it off behind him. Schwartz tries to get a shot, but can't get a good handle of the puck. Now Walsh racing up the other way, gets it stolen from Gikas, and we're going to get a whistle. It's going to be a penalty on the Kings Park Commack Knights against Kevin Schwartz. He goes into the penalty box. .11 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in the second period. Cross, Lemaire controls it, slap shot, tries to get it through a sea of bodies, can't do it. Now Munch has it, trying to go back and forth, has it in between 2 IE defenders, and now it'll just get cleared to the other end. Roche comes out of goal to greet the puck and gives it off to Lemaire. Lemaire pushes it up. Connors, up the right wing, turns back around, now hands it off here. And a shot right into the stick of Munch. Munch trying to pass it off to Wimmer. Wimmer, breakaway opportunity. Wraps it around Rosher, but Rosher kicks it away. Wimmer couldn't quite wrap it around him. And the opportunity proves nothing for the Knights. Pass all the way across to Kelly. Kelly has it, far side. Tries to get it in. The center can't do it. Puck controlled on the near side. Now it skedaddles its way all the way to the other end. Washer comes out of net to control it. Tries to get it to Lemaire on the board. It passed his stick. Now Cantazone has it. Shoots it right off Lemaire. He takes a hard shot to the shins. But he gets up. He shakes it off. And Rusher comes out of the puck again, trying to get it to Lemaire after taking that tough shot right to his legs. Now chasing after it, Kelly on the other end. Kelly pushes it ahead, trying to get it to Connors. Connors trying to skate towards the middle, has his pockets picked there by Wimmer, and Wimmer controls the puck. Skating around, taking his time, trying to set something up, has his eyes up. Nobody to pass it to yet. Now goes the other way. Being hounded there by two defenders. Now gets pushed up against the board. Somehow still has the puck. Now he finally decides to shoot it to the other end. Again, ricochets. Darash will go out to receive it. 9.5 minutes left to go in the period. And 2 minutes left on Kevin Schwartz. Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Over to Guarnieri. Backdoor opportunity, but Guarnieri, quick reflexes, kicks it away. Puck trickles up towards the blue line. Lazarino tries to meet it, can't do it. Shot there by Blashchuk off of KPC. Now we're going to get a whistle. 8:59 left to go. One minute, 39 seconds left on East Islip's power play opportunity here. They already lead by 2 goals. 3 goals by 3 different players, so everybody contributing. Lazarino shot on goal in front of Guarnieri. Guarnieri tries to poke it away. Puck still loose around the net. Now finally deflects out towards the board. Deepening in. Kearney now racing after it. Manchester has it by his feet. Tries to locate it. Getting caught up on the board. Now Munch tries to race in. Excuse me. It's Paleoto racing in from behind. Now Manchester desperately trying to get that puck back. Playing stout defense against Blashchuk. Now Blashchuk lets it carry him around the end, and he'll find the stick at Kearney. Kearney, dangerous pass there as it almost was given up right to Paleota. He couldn't handle it. Now Kearney shoves it to the other end. Now Munch will go to greet it. Munch passes it off the board, trying to get it to himself. Oh, and a huge collision on the other end near the EI bench. And that's going to draw a whistle as he collided with Christopher Blashchuk. And that's going to draw another KPC penalty on Daniel Munch. As oh, that was a huge collision. Christopher Blashchuk ran into an 18-wheeler running through him right there, and Daniel Munch. I know Daniel Munch, a small guy, but he was moving like a bullet out there on the ice. And now KPC will be with 2 skaters. But KPC will gain a skater back in the next 43 seconds as Kevin Schwartz will be locked up in there for that time. But there'll still be a man down for another 2 minutes. By Daniel Munch. And there's a bunch of bodies in that penalty box for KPC. Only got 3 skaters out there right now, so EI has a chance to increase their lead. Now passing from the net. Working his way in, shot by Haynes. Goes over the glove of Guarnieri, and they quickly extend their lead. They lead 4-1 here in the second. 7:55 left to go. EI now leads 4-1 here. Go back. It looks like there's going to be A goalie change. Guarnieri is going to skate to the bench. His day is done. Puck gets hit right into the ref. Right into his groin area, but he looks to be okay. He's just shaking it off. No biggie for him. Now bounces off the skate of Wimmer. Stick of Wimmer. He goes to chase it down on the boards, looking to wrap around. Good defense there from EI. Now back to Wimmer. Has getting hounded on the boards. Schwartz goes out to greet it. A lot of minutes left on those power plays for those KPC players. 4 bodies in there. Now another opportunity for AI to score. Chance. Now the puck just loose out there. Free. Kelly goes to greet it. Knocked down there by Wimmer. Wimmer in the neutral zone now. Now tries to move in. Trying to wrap around Rochard. No, doesn't even try. Now gives it back to Schwartz. Will just fire it wide in the net. 55 seconds left on the most recent penalty for the Knights. Now skating in Connors. Backhand! Hits off the side of the net. Now here comes EI. Pass across to Kelly. Kelly looks to get it inside. Oh, dangerous right there. Haynes was sitting right in front of the net, had a golden opportunity. But now KPC just forced to play defense off the face there. Connor Friedman, who's now in net. And the Knights have not been doing well in the penalty department. So the last 6 penalties committed are all by KPC. On the last 6 penalties committed by KPC players. Six minutes, 3 seconds left to go in the second period. Another shot's there by Lemaire. Puck in front of Friedman. He has to, he's laying on his back. And somehow stops that puck from going in. Puck goes wide in the net, racing after it. Munch. He's finally back out on the ice after serving that penalty from sportsmanlike conduct. Now Schwartz goes out to greet it, tries to move it, but forgot the puck as he moved. Now wraparound opportunity in front of Friedman. Puck bounces all the way out up top somehow. And now it's a scramble for the puck. McKenna pushes it to the other end, and now chasing after it, Lemaire. Clark goes to greet it. Now pass up. Pass. Skips off the side of the wall. Now Lemaire has it. Puck loose. All KPC players just skate around, don't even attempt to get that puck. Now, passed up to Kearney. He loses it. Paleota. Shoved up ahead by Costanzo. Now here comes Lemaire trying to look in, try to pass it inside. We'll just shoot on Friedman. Friedman snags it with the glove. .450 left to play in the second period. It's been all EI. KPC living off of 1 goal. EI scored first. KPC came back with a goal of their own, but then since then it's been 3 unanswered by EI. Now puck on the near side board. Pass up to Pugh, but somehow gets into the stick. Paleota, he fires. Blocked off an EI player in the middle. That was Clark who blocked that shot. Now Catazone racing over it. Dumps it off behind him. Trying to get it there to Waterman. Waterman just knifes it up ahead now. With Ezerino going after it. Pushes it more to the side. Clark finds the puck. Now swims back the other way and just pushes it on ahead. Mazzarone has it. And now somehow finds the stick of Walsh. Now Walsh flies down. That's going to be a tough penalty again for KPC. And they've just been living in that penalty box the entire game. They really can't catch a break. Bring in the box now. Commack in the last 7 penalties committed in this period at least by KPC. Now they're able to clear it, goes all the way to the other end. Rockish comes out of the net to try to find it, trying to deke out. McKenna there, giving him a little head nods. Gonna have some fun in net. Blashta fires it, punched away there by Friedman. Now still in the front, Friedman goes down, blocks it. Now back out up top, Friedman on his back. Knight's able to get the puck away from the net with their goalie exposed there. 3.5 minutes left to go, and counting. Bring it up, here comes EI. Strainer looks, now turns his body, trying to pass it, but loses it completely. And KPC able to shoot it to the other end as Jaron Wanderman in the box now. That was shrimping. He's called, only a minute left on his penalty though. Now skating in. In front of Friedman, puck gets lost. Naps it with a glove. Forward to 1, EI leads. Let's go back to the face-off circle. So one thing that's really just been hurting the Knights right now, besides the lack of offense, is just the penalties. Too aggressive out there on the ice tonight. Pass over to Lemaire. Lemaire fires it towards the net, and it gets through! Friedman raced over to try to grab that in the air, but it's another EI goal, and they leave 5-1 now on the power play. And Lemaire shot that, but got a piece of Christian Fowler's stick. Ricocheted past Friedman into the goal. Now here comes Fowler, who just had the recent goal. Now tries to pass it across the ice. Costanzo. Oh, slap shot there by Haynes. Right out in front of the goal. Ricochets off the legs. Friedman and racing after that puck, Kai Kelly. Pugh has it, racing away in. Shot, no. Tries to pass in front to Cohen. Cohen gets tied up, though, and can't get a clear shot. Now back up top. Fires it towards the net. Now back out to Pugh. Pugh trying to weave his way into the net. Now Cohen gets it, but he is falling down. Now here comes EI the other way. Now here comes Connors fighting. Connors trying to get it past Friedman. Friedman was out of the net. But Friedman so far ahead, just shot goes to the side, and now it's still chaos in front. Friedman somehow doesn't have the puck go into the net with him laying down. Now another shot in towards Friedman. Friedman finally gets past him, and another goal for EI. And it's just a slaughter now. The Knights. East Islip pouring it on. 6-1, 5 unanswered goals here from EI. And I'm sure KPC was hoping for a better performance out on the ice here tonight. Minute 45, they can still salvage something here. Comeback possible, but very hard. Still one more period left to play. Blashtook pass it out behind him to Lemaire. Now Lemaire has it. Deeks left. Ricochets off the sidewall. Finds Kearney. Kearney trying to work his way in. Now he's pushed up against the boards. Still has the puck. Looking for someone to pass it to. Looking for something to do with it. Now finally just dumps it off behind him. Gets to Blashtuk, and Blashtuk has the puck stolen away from him. Now KPC racing up the other end. Here comes McKenna racing towards the net. Tries to get a shot on, backhands it, weak shot. Puck ricochets out wide. Controlled by Ehi with under a minute left here in the second period. Now here comes Paleota, shot on goal over the head of Rosher. Cameron's back up top to Stanzo. Now here comes Paleota racing towards the net. Shot on goal, kicked away there. 40 seconds left to go. EI leads 6-1. Quick shot on goal off the faceoff, goes wide. Karam's around the outside. Now back to the other end. Racing after it is Catazone. Catazone has it. Quick shot on net. Right into the pad of Rosher. Now Kearney dumps it off back behind him. Able to clear it. Racing after it, Catazone and Paleota. Catazone will get to it first, though. Being chased by Bentrowitz. On the board, kept alive and into the defensive zone at KPC. Now McKenna has it stolen away. Here comes Wimmer. Flying down the ice as the period expires. Well, EI leads at 6-1 going in to the third and final period of play. It's been an onslaught of offense for them as they scored 4 goals in that second period. But don't go anywhere. Third period action coming up here on the Long Island Sports Network. And welcome back here into the rinks in Hauppauge, Long Island, as we get ready to begin the third period between Kings Park Commack Knights and the East Islip Hockey Club. Puck hits the ground, and play resumes. It's been a display of offense from EI. Kings Park has had trouble staying out of the penalty box. They've lived there all day. Puck goes past Cohen. And shot up ahead, now still stuck on the board, fighting with it. Trying to get it back into Walsh, who was just standing right in front of the net, but can't come away with it. Now here's Pugh with it for KPC. Oh, and he slips trying to stop. Schwartz fires it. Just knocked off the face of Barbarito. Now back behind the net. Schwartz trying to get it back. Excuse me, that's Costanzo. Goes back far side. Now back up again. EI trying to do something. Trying to get it to Walsh. We're going to get a whistle. Going to go back to the face-off circle. Again, it's going to be another penalty on KPC. KPC. Again with another man down. why East Islip's been able to take advantage in this one. 5-goal lead. Connors has it, brings it up the blue line, being hounded from behind by Jikas. Gets right into the player. Kicked away by Friedman. And again, Kearney on the back end. Can't put it in. Excuse me, that was Haynes on the back end. And EI taking full advantage of the man up goal. Minute 26 left. Schwartz's penalty, but EI is also going to have a penalty. Somebody go in the box as well. KPC has had 10 penalties over the course of this game. EI has only had one. That was against Miles Mazzarone that came in the first period. And here comes Connors trying to pass it to himself off the board, racing against his Catazone. Now back up top, still stuck on the board. Catazone gets it, tries to shoot it the other way, and it ricochets all the way up into the net and out of play. Go back to the face-off circle. A minute 14 left on the power play. Well, it's not really a power play. Yes, it is a power play. Kelly knocks it back down. Kicks it to himself, shoots it towards the goal, kicked away by Friedman right there. Catazone will just shoot it up, trying to get it to Waterman. No, excuse me, trying to get it to Wimmer. And now racing after it, Paleota. Paleota gets an opportunity here, shoots it, but puts it right on the pad of Rosher and kicked away. Connors trying to get it to the center, trying to get it up there to Kearney. Has it blocked. Now battle for it on the board. Finally knocked loose. Just going Jikas, a recent offender. Penalty for KPC is just under 30 seconds left now on the power play. Back up top, fires it towards the net, Costanzo. And now Wimmer has it, loses it on his skates, and Kearney will just get it out of their defensive zone. Van Steen playing with the puck there. Lemaire gives it to Kearney. Kearney just twirls around, and Costanzo now controls it in the neutral zone, but gives it right back to Kearney. The puck clashes between two sticks, hops up in the air, and back down to the ice. Here comes Costanzo racing up the left wing. Two EI defenders right on him, though. Has it poked away behind him. Now EI coming up the other way, but taken right back here by Wimmer, bringing it up the blue line. Trying to find a good opportunity to shoot it. Goes over the head of Roush. Pugh controls it. Puts it back up, though, top to Costanzo. Now Paleota has it. Weaving his way through the EI defenders, bringing up the blue line. Has Pugh behind him, but shoots it. Knocks off the skate of Lemire, and here comes Catazone with a shot, but knocked back by a Walsh. Now Pugh has an opportunity to control it, but he gets shoved up against the board. Now pass across to Paleota. Shot on goal, ricochets over the head. And now Pugh has it. KPC desperately trying to get it in front of the crease, but can't. Now Walsh races up the other way across the blue line. Now Wimmer had it, trying to get around the defender and falls down. Unfortunate opportunity there. Now racing up the other way. Lazzarino fires, backdoor opportunity for Connors, and he puts it in the back of the net again. EI leads 7-1. .45 left to go here in the third. Bring it up. Waterman loses the puck. Haynes pokes it away. Now on the board, tied up. Lazzarino dumps it off back behind him, trying to give it to Barbarito. Again, tied up on the boards. Can't get a clear look, and now racing up the other end is Haynes. Haynes looking to dump it off, now works his way in towards the net, dumps it off in front, gives it to Fowler. Misses wide. Great play there between Haynes and Fowler, but again, now the puck stuck up against the board. Coming in, Haynes pokes it loose, works up the left wing, passes it to himself off the board, working in, now finally poked away. Schwartz dumps it off behind him, trying to get it to Cohen, and now Cohen pressing the rep up against the board. Not sure he deserved that, but again, he just got in the way of the play. Now back behind the net, Haynes goes to greet it, working against Schwartz. Paleota now dumps it off in behind Friedman, and it's another EI goal. Things quickly getting out of hand. EI 7-goal lead, 8-1. Goal scored there by Sebastian DeFalco. Assisted by Christian Fowler and Jordan Haynes. Here comes Blashduck racing up the blue line. Has it wide left, trying to work his way in. Now wrap around behind, pass it back up to Lemaire. Lemaire has a lane, shoots! On the feet of Connors, he'll just lay down and trap it in his legs. 9 minutes, 3 seconds left to go. Back behind the net now. Bring his way in. It's Kearney. Now backhanded shot towards the goal. Now coming up the other end is Wimmer. Using a burst of speed on the left wing. Brings it across the neutral zone and into the offensive zone. Trying to get around Lemaire there, but Lemaire pokes it away. And now Blashchuk controls it, has it stolen. Shea is up top. Munch there. Trying to stop Bentrowitz from bringing it back. Now it's just a big battle for the puck there. Munch trying to get it. Finally wins it and gives it up to Jikas. Now here comes Wimmer with it. He'll pass it up to Munch, but pass to a head. Munch can't handle it, but he'll race over to get it. Gives it to Wimmer. Wimmer with the shot too high. Karam's back out to the other end. Chasing after it. Costanzo. Pass it up ahead to Munch. Now Munch able to control it this time using speed. Loses it at his feet. Turns back around to control it though. Brings it up the blue line. Shot on goal. Punched away there by Rosher. Now puck goes behind the net. Battle there for it. Lazzarino controls it. Passes it up ahead. Quick dump off up ahead again. Straub. Straub can't control it. Now here comes Manchester. And Paleota racing after it. Puck again bouncing around off the sideboard. Now here comes Connors trying to do something with it. Brings it up, trying to get around Munch. Finally dumps it off back behind him, trying to get it to Lazzarino, but a soft pass. Now KPC trying to make a push, but again the puck's just stuck up against the board. Neither team able to get it off the board, and Munch gets crushed into the board and the puck gets loose. Now EI coming the other way. Pass up ahead, trying to get it to Strump. Too far ahead for him. Now on the other end, Schwartz controls it. Excuse me, that's Catazone. Catazone works his way in, up the right side. Well, that is Schwartz. Now tries to get it in front to Pugh, but ricochets off the side of the net. On the right wing. Kind of has it. Trying to do something with it. Just too many bodies there for him. Haynes now has it. Passes it up ahead to Connors. Connors racing away. Up behind him was Moderman. Slap shot by Haynes. Ricochets all the way out to the other end. McKenna pokes it behind. And Lemaire will go down to track the loose puck. Now just puck bouncing around off the board between EI players and Knights players. Now it's just bodied up against the board. Kelly finally gets out way. And racing up ahead is Mazarone. Now gets it up in front of Connors. He pokes it away, controlled by Schwartz, racing up the other side. Now trying to pass it ahead to Manchester, but he can't get it with the outreach of his stick. Lemaire pushes it up ahead, but into the stick of Cohen, and Cohen races up past the blue line. Now trying to work his way in, has it poked out behind him. Now it's just a fight out there, and bounces off the back board. Now Pugh has it looking behind him, gives it back to Schwartz. Schwartz trying to put a shot on goal, has it deflected away, and it'll come around the outside, going to greet it Manchester, dumps it off back behind him. Now Pugh will have it up against the board, and he'll push it again around the outside, and it'll be on the near side board. Now gets it in front. Pugh trying to pass it between his legs. Going to get it to Manchester. Again tries to get it to Manchester, but the pounce pass skips over his stick and out into the neutral zone. Now here comes Manchester as he finds the puck, trying to use a burst of speed to skate away. Can't. Now here comes Haynes. Haynes, slap shot! He winded up, had one goal, and that was to burn a hole through the glove of Friedman. Friedman stopped it. 4:52. Left to go. Now racing after it. Wimmer trying to sneak his way in. And that's going to be a goal. Sniped there on the right wing by Wimmer. It's going to be the second goal of the game for the Kings Park Commack Knights. .438 left to go. Now skips away to the other end. Now bringing it up, Walsh skates in, shot goes wide of Friedman. Now comes out near side. With a burst of speed, Wimmer. He just scored the recent goal for KPC. 4 minutes left. Wimmer skates in, shot on the other end, goes coast to coast. And Wimmer, back-to-back goals to cut this deficit down to 5. With 3:57 left to go in regulation. Now KPC just trying to salvage this game. Trying to make the most of it, score as many goals as they can. Despite the onslaught of offense from EI. Now the puck goes to the other end. Trying to get it to Gattazone out in front of the net. Puts a shot on goal. Gets caught in the pads of Roscher. That'll be a save. .340 left to go. Puck touches down. Now McKenna has it. Looking. Circles back around. Gets pushed up against the board, and EI takes it away, but somehow stays in their end. Kelly with it. Pushes it up ahead, trying to get it there to Kearney. Kearney has it up against the board. Now Lemaire gets it over there to Blashchuk. Blashchuk will waste up and bring it over the blue line, trying to bump it back down to Kearney, but poked away and controlled by Catazone. Puck goes up into the KPC bench. 3 minutes, 6 seconds left to go here in the third period. Shot up the ice there. by Barbarito. Now on the other end, dumped behind. Munch tries to control it, gets tied up there with Haynes. Now both teams fighting for it on the boards. It's a huge stick battle there. Finally, Paleota controls it, but just panics and gives it right into Barbarito, who will just let it carry him around the outside. 2:40 and counting, and there's going to be a penalty coming up once it touches an EI player's stick. And that's going to be a whistle. An EI with a rare penalty in this game. Going to be their, I believe, only their third penalty of the game. It's only going to be EI's third penalty of the game. There. It's going to be about against Miles Mazzarone there from checking from behind. So KPC is going to have a power play, but it's not really going to matter that much with that 5-goal deficit. And they try to get it in front to Manchester, but the pass goes too far ahead of him. Now Munch calling from it on the other end. He gets it. Does a little spin, fancy stick work there, now being hounded up against the board. Haynes. In towards the net, Pugh right there, but got tied up in front. Back into the neutral zone. Haynes has it. Now Manchester ricochets off his stick, poked up ahead. Munch still controls it, using a burst of speed to bring it over the blue line, up the left wing. Now turns around, falls down. Not going to draw a tripping penalty, though. Now here comes Connors with it. Dumps it off to Haynes. Haynes gets a nice shot on goal. Cohen will get the ricochet, put the brakes on, and gives it to Manchester. Manchester racing up the left side. Now he tries to spin as he loses his balance. Here comes Wiver. Has the last 2 goals for KPC. Has it poked away. Now it's just changing hands here on the board. And now it'll ricochet all the way out to Friedman, who will hand it off to Schwartz. And now we reach the final 60 seconds of the game as Schwartz brings it up past the blue line on the right side. Shot on goal goes wide. Ricochets out front almost towards Waterman. The EI player outskated him for the puck there. Now Waterman gets it, being hounded from behind by Clark. Now Wimmer looking to bring it end to end. Comes in wide. Now looks to bring it in close. There's the gap, trying to bounce it. Still controls it across the ice into the hands of EI. 25 seconds left to go. And Waterman controls it. Pushes it up to Wimmer. Wimmer's going to make a final push here. Skates in. Shot! Gets through the legs of Rosher. It'll be their 4th goal of the game, cutting the deficit down to 4 goals here with 13 seconds left to go in regulation. Now McKenna controls it, under 10 seconds left to go. Trying to pass it to Schwartz. Schwartz gets it. 3, 2, 1. And the final horn will sound, and a final slap shot goes in towards the goal. But that'll do it here. Here at the rinks in Hauppauge for tonight. Final score between the Kings Park Commack Knights, 4, and the East Islip Hockey Club, 8. East Islip will move to 18-1, and KPC will move to 17-3 on the season. East Islip's season continues. They have one more game Wednesday, March 19th against Patman. That'll be their final game of the season before heading into the playoffs. For Kings Park, though, this was their last regular season game, and they go home defeated, but it was a tough game for them. A lot of penalties cost them this one, but they did salvage something here in the third period as Robert Wimmer did come alive for them in the third period. Kings Park scored 3 goals in that third period to cut the deficit to 4. And all goals scored by Robert Wimmer in that final period. He got the hat trick on the day. But that'll do it from us here tonight at the rinks. I'm Michael Palumbo, cameraman Walter Mitchell, and for us, we're going to say good night as you are listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on the Long Island Sports Network. Good night.